Hey guys, and welcome back to another FIFA 23 Drayton Town career mode. So we're pushing towards the end of the season. I have actually completed the season, so I will try and get the videos and the end of season review out really quickly. More importantly, though, we have a really big game, and it is first v second. After the cup disappointment that we had against Bradford, no, against Burton, we go into the Bradford game probably not on high on confidence due to the fact that we lost that final. We did really well to come back into it 4-3. Looked like we was going to grab an equaliser, but Burton went up the other end and sealed the game off. So Bradford is 2 points the difference. We have, I think it's 2 games in hand because of the cup weekend. So it's going to be very tough. Even Salford down there below us, like you can see, like 9 points, and they've got 2 games in hand. We could lose them, and they could win both of theirs, and it will be 3 points the difference. So it is now make or break. There's no time to be sad. We've had our sad moments after the cup final disappointment, so now it's time to push on and hopefully get this game against Bradford as a winner. Little cutscene there, like winning games and stuff like that, which is really cool. But Bradford come in really early doors. After 20 minutes, Chris makes a foul and is deemed to give away a penalty, which I thought was really harsh. Kind of didn't understand why Sov was out, but yeah, really harsh to give away a penalty. But the Bradford striker steps forward, all power, but Sov makes a fantastic save. Chris going in for a challenge there. I thought he was lucky not to get away with that because that could have been another red card. But Bradford playing some really good football. Chris was actually injured in that challenge, so he had to go off, and Alfie had to replace him. I put Tommy into the centre back position and put Alfie in the centre mid. But Chris is off injured after that challenge. Made him injure his shoulder. Nearly went 1-0 up. A header there from Tommy, nearly looped in over the bar, so we had another corner from the other side. Joe whips it in up towards Tommy, nearly gets there. It falls to nil and just couldn't do anything with that. So into the second half, it's a great through ball. It's such a really good through ball. He pulls it back, and there's Oliver to score just after the half time, really, like 5 minutes in the second half. They score. Here, Paul has a shot. It's hit the arm of the Bradford defender. It was a clear arm handball, should I say. His arm was miles out. So Joe to step forward and hopefully equalised for us against I guess a really defensive Bradford since they've scored, and Joe doesn't do that. He misses his first penalty kick of the season, and yeah, really crucial time not to miss, because obviously from that, and then Tommy goes up for a header. It's then saved from the keeper. It was all us. We were piling on this pressure. Tommy goes up for another header. It wasn't cleared. It fell to Neil, but then it fell to Paul, who heads it down into B, who slices it of some sort into the ground, up and over the goalkeeper, and he equalises for us. And the pressure has told. Even though I missed the penalty, B's effort goes up and over all the defenders and the keeper, and we grab a very important point against Bradford. Otherwise, that would have been 5 points to the gap. Yes, we've got 2 games in hand, but you don't really want to be doing that. We'll take a draw against Bradford. Good comeback, good character to get back into that game. So now we go into a pretty more difficult game because it's Stockport County, just mixing in around the playoffs. They're a tough team. We're away from home, so we all know how that's going to happen. Joe gets in really early, has a shot, and scores after 20 minutes. It's a really good goal from him, and really good build-up in the middle to release him to make it 1-0 after 20 minutes. Just celebrating there. And then here, I think it's Chris who dwelled on the ball too long, played it into Wotton. Ryan was keeping him on, but I guess it's kind of half as Chris's fault because he allowed the player to be onside, and they equalised to make it 1-1. Into the second half here, Joe picks it up and tries a shot, low, really difficult shot to save from the keeper, but he saved it facing sideways, as I just make a couple of changes to try and get us back in front. Sarkovic, Madden and Wotton all caused us nightmares all day, and he goes through. Nearly got a tackle in with Dan. I just couldn't get his left leg around, but it's disappointing, and we lose 2-1 away at Stockport. Really, really frustrating because we're just not picking up any points away from home, and this could cost us here. Next, it's it was second v third at this point. I thought Northampton was first, but Bradford just still remain top. But yeah, Northampton are going to be such a difficult side to play against. Got really good, just really good team, Northampton, same as Bradford, especially in this league. So a really big game. 3 minutes in, and probably one of the worst starts that we could get up with. It's a good shot into the far corner, soft no chance, and we are 1-0 down already after 3.5 minutes played. Not what you really want to start when you're facing a team in the automatic playoff spots, but Paul does really well here. Just runs forward, going forward with Neil, takes a touch on his right foot and scores. Keeper could have got there. I think the keeper probably bottled coming out, actually, in all fairness, but it didn't matter. Neil got there and scored to make it 1-1 after 25 minutes. So back on level terms, and hopefully we can now push on for a winner. But around about 15 minutes later, it's Fox, who is actually a really good player. Chris taking the yellow card there. Just had to, because otherwise it's through on goal. But thought it could have been a red, but Chris was only shown a yellow card, which was kind of lucky for us. And then Sam Hoskins, who's such a really good free kick taker, he takes it short, and it's headed on, but it's actually headed wide. Into the half-time, or on the stroke of half-time, we get a really lucky goal. I think it's Mikey's header. It's such a weird goal that we scored because it just seemed to loop and take ages to go up and over the goalkeeper. And it might have taken a deflection which looped over the goalkeeper, but it didn't matter, or it doesn't matter for our point of view. We are 2-1 up at half-time. Novio trying to get blocking, Dad trying to get blocking, two men open there in the centre, really poor defending, and Pinnock scores his second of the game for Northampton. And then out of nowhere, watch this. This is absolutely incredible from Sam Hoskins, up and over, hits the free kick so sweet into the top corner to restore Northampton's lead. What a player Sam Hoskins is. I would take him at Pompey, no doubt about that. But we lose an absolutely game that we didn't need to lose after being in front, and yeah, it now really opens up at the top, and we might actually have to settle for a playoff spot. Tranmere away, the team struggling towards the bottom half of the table, not quite in the relegation area for them, but in the bottom half. We get a chance. Mikey over the top for B, uses his strength, really brave from B. So the defender kicks him, I think, in the face, but he carries on running. And in doing so, he puts us 1-0 up within 6 minutes. A good start, especially away from home. Here, Novio does well as well, just busting the gut to get forward. Sends it across. Mikey with a diving header. What a goal that is. What an assist from Novio. As it comes to him, really good wing play. Up and over. Mikey with a really good header. That's such a sensational finish from Mikey. But yeah, we now lead by 2-0. And then in the second half, Mikey comes wide. I don't know why Mikey was wide, but he puts it across. It was deflected. And it went out for a corner. And then Neil's been pretty good at corners this season. We scored a lot of corners, but also conceded a lot. Dan wins the header down. It falls to Tommy. Smashes it in for number 3. And what a bounce back this is after a pretty disappointing game against Bradford and Stockport and Northampton. Not a really good episode. But Tommy is now making us 3-0 up. Tranmere did actually get one back. I thought he was offside, but he wasn't. I don't know why Ian's diving over the ball and not on the floor. He's dived up and over, but really frustrating from our point of view because we wanted to keep a clean sheet. And then Joey puts in through Danny. Good touch. I guess from their point of view, that's a really sloppy goal from Tranmere to concede. The keeper should have saved it straight at him, but it didn't really matter because it was 3-1 anyway. So Danny scores to make it 4, and we actually win a really comfortable away game. Really happy about that. That we're able to win an away game for the first time, I think, in about 6 weeks. So really good for us. And this game was the pivotal game because if we won and results went our way, we would be promoted. Only not winning the league, but we would be promoted. I think by finishing 3rd. So it was a really, really big game for us. We really need to get this. win, we needed to really put in a performance, probably against a really poor Walsall side. I don't think they're really that good in terms of plays, especially this season. I think we've beaten them away, which is surprising because we're not really good away. But yeah, this was the game where if we won and results went our way, and I think that meant like Salford or someone below us had to draw or lose, we would be promoted. Tommy hits first, really good save from the goalkeeper. Tommy's on fire at this moment in time. B does really well, just brave in his attack, has a shot, it's a good shot, and it's into the top corner. And B, he always gets us promoted in any FIFA that I've done. He's always the one to score the goal to get us promoted, and he's just done the exact same there by hitting an absolute rocket into the top hand corner. But that kind of woke Walsall up. It's a really good ball here. I thought Sov would have had it. I don't understand why Sov didn't have it. He came all that way, so I thought he was just going to pick it up. He didn't, and Walsall are able to equalise and make it 1-1 from Connor Wilkinson, who is actually a really good player. What a player he is. Here, Joe does well to keep in Sov's good distribution kick. Joe into Neil, takes a touch, finish, and what a finish that is, into the far corner to make it 2-1 and restore our lead, and hopefully that seals the victory to get us promoted to League One. And then with 10 minutes to go, Joe breaks through, puts through Ocean, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Should have scored, but it didn't really matter. It fell to Ocean again, but just couldn't get the rebound in. They play a quick one. They wanted to get the equaliser in, but it didn't matter. You can see the fans are loving it in the background, jumping up and down. And that was the result. So B's goal and Neil's goal gets us promoted to League One. I mean, it is all on about the title now. It is there to be played. We still have 2 games in hand, so it's not out of our reach. It's in our own hands, I guess, if we win it. But it's a long way to go. But in the main aim, I didn't expect to get promoted, in all fairness. I really didn't. Just was happy to be able to create a team for Drayton Town, which is obviously the thing that I wanted to do over the last 3 FIFAs, really. But this is the only time that they've allowed us to do it. So, yeah, really happy. Gillingham, and you can see Salford not picked up any points, so they can't get up and anything like that. So, yeah, everyone now has a couple of one game or 2 games in hand to finish off the season. And then we all play one more game on the same day as well. So we're able to get there. We've finished at the moment in 3rd. So really happy about that. It is, it is what it is. We've managed to get promoted. Really happy about that. In terms of goals, I'm on 28. Mikey's on 27. Neil's finally above 20. Now he's on 21. B's actually 1 goal away from 20 himself, and that would be 60 goals between all of us. What a season we've all had, really, in fairness. Tommy on 10 double figures for him. Ocean's nearly on double figures, so is Jack. So everyone's really contributed in terms of that. B's got 19 goals and 19 assists, so both the same thing for him. So that's something to really achieved of in terms of the stats as well for the team. But yeah, that is going to wrap up the end of the episode, guys. I will do the final games for next episode, plus the season review as well. So if you have enjoyed this video, guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you all for the end of the season finale. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you all later.